Hi, I'm Molly Coy. In 2016 I collaborated with Claire Bolton to create the artist book Handscapes. Claire is a letterpress printer and she did all the text, hand-printed text using antique wooden type. The book is hand-sewn in 5 signatures or sections, and the sections are coast and dunes, heath and ridge, thicket and forest, banks and brooks, and caves and cliffs. And those 5 sections represent the beautiful and different environs of the southwest of Western Australia. The book is a limited edition of 12, and it starts with coast and dunes, with a blind emboss and text that reflects again the flora and the environs of the area. All the hand-painted pages were done by me. We have embossed plants, the actual plants were used as an emboss, and then Claire hand-lettered the Latin names onto the page. Every section follows a similar rhythm, reflecting this one, the coast, the waves. We've got just nice mixed letters there, which if you have a look you can see sea, shore, waves. This is on an archival printmaking paper. There's a 2-colour intaglio etching, that's one of my pieces. The embossed plants with the lettering, a little collograph, a lot of just embossed blind and gold embossed pages, more plants. That's the other half of the painted page, some nice wooden type text hidden underneath the collograph print, and that's the end of the first section. Coming to the second section, Heath and Ridge, with the colour story reflecting again the environs. We have the blind emboss and text, explanatory text of the area, and more painted pages. I had great fun painting the pages. I use artist quality acrylics, and then I braid and polish and work and rework, and it's a lot of fun. We included some beautiful handmade tissues. We both dug through our store of lovely papers. Claire did some prints with the actual foliage. This little one says tracks and fire breaks. There's the back of an emboss of a plant, and I won't try to read the Latin text, which is down here. This is an intaglio sugar lift print, which I did of one of the areas. More beautiful papers. We've done a lot of cutting so that we get a reveal of the layers to reflect the layers of the terrain. And some gold and light colour marks through the pages. And again we have the Heath and Ridge, which is done with wooden type underneath and in amongst a collograph of the landscape. And that's the end of Heath and Ridge. We move on to thickets and forest. Again we have the hand-painted dividing pages which reflect the content of the signature. The blind emboss with just a little colour to pick it out. We've got the tree trunk this time with the text in it. Some rather beautiful paper with leaves embedded in it. thickets. This thicket was taken from the beautiful thickets around Quaramuk Bay, the dense thickets, and this is Borenup Forest, or some more beautiful papers, just to add a little bit of texture. Some of Claire's leaf prints. I hope you can see those there. They're very delicate. And this is one of my favourite pages. Canopy and forest floor, just in a very soft ink. And this little leaf is made up of the letter leaf, hand printed to make the shape of the leaf, the letters. Lino print and an emboss of a peppermint bough. I really like these blind plant embosses, and the Latin name. An etching, an aquatint intaglio of, again, forest, the soft ground, using the plants at the front and the hard ground for the aquatint. This page was fun. We made some texture on the plate and then rolled the texture onto making the tree trunks. And a leaf print. And this little interwoven trees here that says leaf litter in filtered sunlight. Little bits of bark embedded in the paper. The forest and thickets, and a little very light plant print. Very faint, very pale emboss, and forest and thicket again in wooden type. I have a nice collection of old wooden type, and another plant, and the last atmospheric page. Change of colour into the section on banks and brooks, or the deep greens of the coastal and river areas and creek areas here. The emboss with the little river running through. That's a very pale page, so it may not show up so well. I have a crystalline and then a painted page. We used bracken, which is so prevalent through the creeks here. We have the creek. It just picks up the light, the blind emboss and the gold. A lovely rice paper that's embedded with leaves and the text running down it. A little reveal again, blind emboss, and an etching. So all the etchings are marked as to, all the prints are marked as to what they are. This one is an intaglio dry point leaf print, a collograph. I like the colours through this one, very soft, almost bruised looking colours. The continuing stream line, which says ripples and ponds. And here we have the acacia pods, and I love those because I think they look like little canoes running through there. And turning a plant print and the wooden type saying brooks and banks. And closing up again with those bright and deep greens. The last section is caves and cliffs, with the emboss of the cave lines and the deeper colour story. Again with some little reveals, the limestone stalagmites and tights in the caves here, and then the granite caves. There's the embossed cave line again. Now I don't know how well, if you can see that. There's a black and a tiny bit of gold blocking foil there, and then a blind emboss just picked out with a little bit of colour on the edge. The plant, again, I'll just move that around, maybe it'll catch the light. It does as you turn the page when you're looking at it. Aquatint of the cave areas, some textured paper again. This is beautiful with the limestone feel, blind emboss, a deeper black foil running through there. Just some of the crevices in the rocks here have these lovely deep black areas. Another limestone cave, the reveal, and a collograph of the coast with the textures and caves and cliffs. Finishing off again with the leaf print and the coloured interleave. I'm very proud to say that Handscapes won the 2016 City of Busselton Art Award, which was a general open art competition, and it's unusual for a book to win a general prize. So thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time to look at our lovely book. An original artist book. It is one of an edition of 12, but each book is an original. Full bound leather cover. It's hand sewn, hand signature or section sewn. All the head and tail bands are hand sewn. And opening the book, the end papers are textured and hand painted with the gold leaf leaves. We also have those leaves on the front cover, which is an onlay with the hand coloured, just a hint of colour. It has 2 marker ribbons, one of which we've had a little bit of fun with, made it a leaf and put the gold title on it. Also, with it being an edition of 12, every page that is painted or printed is again 12. So the hand-painted pages, we've done 12 of those. So they're all a little different. And the lino prints and etchings, taglio etchings, again, an edition of 12. Handscapes, the book, comes in a protective wrap, with the faux leather with a nice soft inside, and the leaf and the title.